So right now, I'm actually where the cattle, they are grazing. So as you know, I'm into cattle farming, not just pigs and goats too. I also do cattle. So if it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe. So someone asked me some time ago, how many cattle can stay on, okay, that they want to do zero grazing, probably fattening of cows or so. So how many cows can stay on one plot of land? And how many cattle can stay on an acre? In fact, the question was basically, how do I plan myself for cattle farming on 1 acre of land? So here in my side, because I'm here in Abia State, 1 acre of land here is equals to 6 plots of land here, 100 by 50, 100 by 15 to 6 places. So that's basically 1 acre here. Now, if you want to do cattle farming on an acre of land, one thing you should consider is, let me take this. So one thing you should consider if you are doing, I see that my white friend over there. The other cattle are inside. So one thing you should consider as someone who wants to do cattle farming on an acre of land is that you have to be able to divide your land into a sustainable way. What do I mean by a sustainable way? I mean basically how you plan yourself and you get the best results out of an acre of land. For example, now if you don't have a big environment like this place, like I told you guys, this is almost like over 20 acres of land where these cattle are grazing. So not everybody has 20 acres of land to put their cattle into. As you can see, there's grass everywhere. There's no need for me to come and be planning myself or telling myself that I want to divide some plots to plant grass or to do anything because the grass is already in abundance. So basically, if you don't have that much land, because I know that most people who want to do farming don't have land. Land is the major issue here in Nigeria because most people don't have it. So on an acre of land, my advice would be divide it into 6 portions. Let's say that 1 acre of land is 6 plots. It might differ at your own side. Let's say that 1 acre is 6 plots of land. Basically, if I was in your shoe, what I would do is bring out 1 plot of land that will house 10 cattle. Their sleeping area, their exercising area, everything in that 1 plot of land. Because 10 cattle can, no matter how big the cattle are, they can comfortably stay in 1 plot of land, 100 by 50 or so. Then the remaining 5 plots of land, use it to plant your grass. Grass planted on 5 plots of land can sustain 10 cattle for all year round. Yes, for all year round. All you have to do is harvest the grass every 3 months. That's you're harvesting 4 times in a year. If you can do silage, you do silage. If there is a dry season, you can make hay. And if possible, you can feed it to them direct. Or since you're doing zero grazing, there's no need for you to take your cattle out to graze. Me personally, I was doing zero grazing before, but as you all know, I had to run because it was expensive. Sustaining those cattle in an enclosed area is expensive unless you are just doing fattening. Fattening is a whole different thing altogether. But if you are saying that you want to raise your cattle from their little age to their like maturity, in fact, if most cattle farmers start doing it in Nigeria, beef will be extremely expensive. The average guy on the streets cannot afford to buy beef. That's one thing most people don't understand. You know, we like to say, why can't they do zero grazing ranching? But have you checked the cost implication of doing it? And have you checked if they do it, if the average guy on the street will afford cattle? So you have to consider all these things before you say that you want to do ranching. Now, zero grazing is something I can only advise if you are doing fattening. Because fattening is just 3 months, 5 months, you sell out your cattle. But if you are raising your cows from calf to maturity, it's going to be extremely expensive. I won't even advise anybody to do that because it's going to be expensive. And once you take your cattle to the market to sell it, you cannot compete with those who raise their cattle from going to bush because their own cattle will be cheaper and people will buy from them and leave your cattle for you. So that's basically how you plan yourself for 1 acre of land, 1 plot of land for where the cattle will stay, and 5 plots of land to plant the grasses and the rest. If you also want the bracharia grass, I have bracharia grass seeds, which is available for those who wants to buy. And as you can see, what these cattle are mostly eating here is napier grass, because here this is like a wide grass. We did not plant this grass here. It's just like a natural grass. So that's one thing I love about the southeast. See, we are in January. This is funny, you know. We are in January, but this is, I think, January 20 something. This is the grass is still fresh. It's still fresh. That's that here in the east, even though we suffer from the major problem of most farmers here in the east is lack of land, because land is extremely expensive in the east. But if you talk about the climate and environment, everything is favorable for agriculture, whether you are doing planting or livestock farming. The environment is very, very favorable, apart from the issue of land. So that's basically it. If you go to Katsina, you can't find this kind of thing in Katsina unless it's been irrigated. You can't find this kind of grassland by January in Katsina. It's not possible. So that's basically it on today's video. Subscribe to the channel, keep following the channel, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.